how do you get a CV with no experience? One very important tip I'm going to give you is that where can I find these jobs? Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to become a support worker in the UK with no experience. So I made a video some months ago, like 4 months ago, and after a while, the video went viral and a lot of people had so many questions in that video. I'm going to be looking at that video here. So I'm going to be answering all those questions as well as share with you some tips that can help you become a support worker if you are trying to be one here in the UK with no experience. But first, let's talk about the tips. Number one tip is create a CV. Yes, that's the most important part because you need a CV, whether you have an experience in support work or you do not have experience in support work, you need CV. So how do you get a CV with no experience? What am I going to write in the CV? I know that's the question you're asking yourself. I'm going to be showing you that in this video. First of all, I want to thank every one of you for subscribing to my channel, liking my videos. One of my videos is doing extremely well. The last one that I just did, doing numbers, and I'm really appreciative of every one of you. If you're just seeing me for the first time, my name is Jessica Oka. I live in the UK and I share my experiences about living in the UK. So if that is something that you like, please subscribe to this channel. So you have to create a CV. You can either do this through indeed.co.uk. That's why I did my own when I just came, because when I started support work, I didn't have one single experience here in the UK, aside the warehouse that I worked, of course. I used the indeed.co.uk format. So you can also do that for yourself. They'll give you templates. They will like give you ideas as you are doing. They'll be telling you what to do. In this video, I'm also going to give you a template that you can follow to create your own CV. I'm going to be leaving the template in the description so you can just download it and follow that template to know what to do. So think about what you have done while you were in Nigeria or while you were in your home country. Did you do any care for anybody? If it's your family, your friend, someone was sick one time and you helped the person, that is experience in a way. So you can use that as part of your CV. For me, I'm going to use myself as an example. I had helped a relative when they were sick and I was with them in the hospital. So I know a thing or two about taking care of somebody that is sick. And that is almost the same thing you'll be doing as a support worker. You are going to be caring for either adults or children. So if you have done something like that, even if it's 1 month, 2 months, 2 days, you have done it, you have done it. You can put it in your CV as being as an experience, because when you put something like that, it helps them to know that they are not going to be starting from zero for you. If you have that kind of experience, you can put it there. Some other transferable skills that you can do. So let's say you are working in the bank and you are good with taking down notes, like a customer care representative, and you are good in taking down notes, because some part of what you will do as a support worker is to take down notes about what is happening from time to time. So if you have done anything related to that in Nigeria, you can write that as part of your experience when you are doing your CV. I'm going to go to the CV that I did now and show you the template and how you can make your own like that, or you can make it even better. So let's do that. So this is the sample of the CV that I said I'm going to leave in the description. So you can put your name. I'm using Beauty Irene Okoro. You put your address, your phone number, your email address, your professional summary. That is because you are saying you are new to the profession, you are going to go with something about learning, eager to learn, eager to enhance your skills. So in this one, I said industrious individual seeking career in the support work field. This can be anything. This can be, you can say in the care field. Then you say, I said eager to learn and enhance my care skills, build rapport with empathy and compassion, support health outcomes with tailored treatment and care planning, applies person-centered care approach to promote dignity and independence. This is one big part of being a support worker, is to promote person-centered care and to promote their dignity, because just because you're taking care of somebody doesn't mean that you they no longer have dignity. So that's a very strong professional summary. And then let's say you were a customer service representative back in your country. I'm using like I'm using Universal Bank or Geo Lagos State. Handled complaints, providing appropriate solution to guarantee. Just put what you did, but in a way you're going to write down something that you did in that your former job that makes you important to this new job that you are doing. Somewhere here now you can write that you took down report or something or of that sort. You can write it here in your other jobs that you had. So you can do that. One very important tip I'm going to give you is that when you are applying for a job, look at what they are looking for in that job description, and then go to your CV and put one or two things relating to that in your former jobs or the jobs that you are doing now. So the next thing I did was support worker. You can say care assistant in so place in that role that you did working with somebody. The role that you did working with, let's say your family members or what, how you help them, you now write it down as the other job that you did. If you did it for 1 month, 2 months, you put it here. If you say if it's personal assist, if you did it as a family for your family, you say personal or family member as the job, and then you put the location. You say the things that you did. Okay, if you're helping somebody in the hospital, so say someone just gave birth, for instance, you're helping them with activities like their personal care, fetching them water, helping them to cook, communicating with them, helping them, promoting their hobbies and all those things. You write it down as part of your job. So yeah, I wrote assisted with personal care activities such as washing and dressing, use excellent communication and interpersonal skills to interact with the patient. You are talking with the person, that is your family, your friend, you are interacting with the person. Administer medication, maybe you help them with medication, you write that down. Encourage patient to pursue hobbies. Just because somebody is sick doesn't mean they have to lie down there for long and not do anything. You cannot write skills, your skills that you did. So it can be meal preparation, personal care, interpersonal skills, communication skills. Those ones are skills. Any other skill that you know is important to as a support work for as a support worker, you put it. Then you put your education, and then this is the certifications. We are going to come to this now. So let me quickly come to the certification part. Let's talk about certifications. So if you are trying to apply for support work here in the UK, one thing that's going to make people take you seriously is if you have some sort of certification here in the UK. So aside having any experience, if you have some sort of certification, you can put in front even if they are not looking for experience. So one thing that I did was that I did some courses from Florence. Florence is like one big agency, so they have like certifications that you can do. Last year when I did it, it was free, completely free, but now I think they charge about £30 yearly or £40. I'm not really sure. But if you do these certifications, it just shows that you are serious about wanting to be a support worker. So you can do them and put them in your CV. Even if you do not have any care experience in the UK, you can put them in your CV. I put some in the CV that I'm going to be putting, that I put in the description of this video. You can see them and see those ones are the important ones. Support agency or support homes that you end up working with are going to train you every other way, but it's just going to show them that, oh, you're serious and you know a thing or two. So you can do those courses before you apply or while you are applying. Some of the certifications that you can do is you can do safeguarding adults, safeguarding children, working with people with self-harm, dementia, basic life support theory, caring for someone in epilepsy. These are really important part of the certificates that are important. Fire safety, first aid, food hygiene, health and safety. These are all the courses that I did last year when I was being hyper. So you can do a few of these. The ones that are really important, moving and manual handling. This one is just the theory. Most times the home that you're going to apply to or the agency you're going to apply to is going to teach you the practical. So go to another very important tip on how you can get a job as a support worker with no experience, and that is, where can I find these jobs? We are going to be starting with indeed.co.uk. So if you have already started looking for any other job, then you know that Indeed is like a big place where you can find a job. So Indeed is there. We also have Total Jobs. Those are the two main ones. There are other ones. There's read.co.uk. You can just enter Google and type support work, no experience. It will come out. We're not talking about care jobs here. We're talking about support work. So support worker, no experience. And wherever you are, it will come out on Google. But now I'm going to use Indeed as an example and show you what you need to type, how you need to go about it. Let's do that. So let's go to indeed.co.uk. Go to your browser and type indeed.co.uk. Now we're going to type support work, no experience, and let's put Manchester. For instance, for example, let's say you're in Manchester, you put Manchester. Find jobs. So let's go. One thing is, most jobs that will not need experience are going to be agencies that are going to be sending you to different homes. They will train you and send you to different homes. So most times they are not going to write no experience. You have to search and just click. For instance, this one, Aspiration Care Limited, support worker, Middlewich, £11 per hour, full-time, overtime, ready. You click on it. But here in the description, you already said no experience needed. We are providing training. You see? Well, let's click on it. So this is it. You can read more on it. What I was saying that time is, when you search for the jobs, you can go through what they are looking for. Like this, they are looking for a passionate about care and want to make a difference. Previous care experience will be beneficial but not essential because they are going to train you. Positive and caring nature, energetic. So you can put all these things in your professional summary. You can a good sense of humor. You can write that as your skills. So these are their terms, the package. They will do paid DBS for you. Opportunities for career progression. Every job says this one. So you can now press apply. You apply with your CV. Just see, they'll call you, they'll send you email, and that's it. So for totaljobs.com, you can do the same thing. You go there, support worker, no experience, you type, and most of them will come out that they are looking for support. So you can either apply to an agency. Most times it's agency that will be looking for no experienced people, or you can apply to the home directly. They will train you. Another tip is, when you are preparing for interview, you finally have a job, you finally have somebody that wants to interview you, remember everything you wrote in your CV. If you have to go and read your CV again, read it again, because they are going to ask you, oh, when you did this job, what did you do? You answer. Or they're also going to ask you things like, why do you like this job? You can say you like to help people. So many reasons. You can also say, as you were doing the job there, you found interest in it. Those are the kind of questions they are going to ask. Why do you want to become a support worker? Prepare yourself for those questions. I believe that these are the most important tips that you need to become a support worker here in the UK with no experience. Now, let's talk about these questions that I got when I made those videos. So when a video goes really viral, it will start meeting different set of people. And I got a lot of questions about, what agency are you working with? What agency are you working with? And this is as a result of people thinking that I got my support work from Nigeria. I didn't get my support work from Nigeria. I came to the UK, spent 3-4 months before I got a support work. So I didn't get my work from Nigeria. So there are so many agencies out there, so many agencies. Once you just go to indeed.co.uk, there are so many agencies for you, or so many homes that are looking for full-time worker, part-time workers, so on and so forth. Another question I got is, you get paid weekly or monthly? If you work with agencies, most agencies will pay you weekly. But if you work with a home, they're going to pay you monthly. So depends on where you decide to work finally. If you want to work with agency, you get paid weekly. If you're working with a home, you get paid monthly. Somebody also asked me, what kind of questions were you asked? I think they really only asked me like 2 to 3 questions. The first one was, why did I want to become a support worker? I answered that one. The second question was, how would I protect the dignity of an individual I'm supporting? So that's another question. I think when they say, how do you protect the dignity of an individual you're supporting, most time they are talking about when you are trying to give personal care, and that involves closing their windows, closing their doors, just to give them privacy, and asking them before you get to do anything personal care with them. I want to wash your back, I want to take you to the bathroom. Those kind of questions, it just promotes their dignity. So I think those are the 2 major questions that they ask me everywhere. The same questions. Why do you want to become a support worker? The same questions. So I think that is about it, what you need to become a support worker with no single experience here in the UK. If you have any more questions about this, leave them in the comment section and I will reply you. If you have any other questions concerning support work, whether as an experienced one or non-experienced one, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed and learned something from this video, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, and until my next one, bye.